Good morning, guys. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and warn you up front that this video is about to get real. If you don't know, I'm a teacher, a fourth grade teacher, and a mom, and a wife. But apparently these days, teacher is the only role that I really seem to get to play. So everyone keeps asking, and including like my classroom parents, like, how's it going? How's the digital teaching going? Blah, 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 right? And I'd love to say that I'm trying to be positive. I have a fantastic class, so that's wonderful. I miss them, quite honestly. I have learned, number one, that my teaching personality, which I personally enjoy, I don't know if anybody else does, apparently plays a lot off of actual banter and communication with the kids. Go figure, right? So I don't want to say that that I'm changing as a person, but quite frankly, like, I'm starting to wonder if I like myself, right? Like, I'm losing my own personality. I'm losing myself in it all. I wasn't the best dresser to begin with, but this morning I decided that I think through this whole COVID pandemic, somehow we're bringing the mullet back. Wasn't really a good look to start with, but not with the hair. I feel like teachers and educators across the nation, across the world, I don't know, we're bringing back the mullet, but it's more in our outfits, right? So yesterday I had a ton of recording to do. A ton. We're going to get to that in a minute. And I know I'm recording now, so it doesn't matter. I was wearing black and white plaid pajama pants, right? On the bottom. On the top, I was trying to wear like a shirt, like a normal shirt I'd wear to work. So it was maroon and cream, thick stripes, long sleeved, on the top. It's like business on the top, PJ party on the bottom. A friend of mine dropped his daughter off because his wife just had surgery, so we were going to keep an eye on her for a couple hours while he had to work. She's like 2.5 personality to the max. And she walks in and he's like, she dressed herself. And I, in my black and white pajama bottoms and my cream and maroon shirt, was like, so did I. And she looked better than I did. 2.5. So those of us that were on the fringe of being able to dress in the first place, kiss that goodbye. Problem number one. Number two, how's it really going? I have developed an alter ego through this mess. We've even named her. Peggy Lee Lichlider. That's what we call her. Peggy Lee Lichlider. Now, Peggy Lee Lichlider, she is from the South, right? And she likes to pop in every now and then, and she talks to my class. She lets them know what's going on in the world. Her hair is way different from mine. It's very large and looks like it's been fried and permed and bleached. And she has to pop in. And I'll be honest with you, I'm starting to like Peggy Lee more than I like myself. Quite frankly, I find it easier to communicate as Peggy Lee Lichlider than it is to communicate as myself. I feel like that's a problem. Other people seem to enjoy it, so it's fine. But I'm worried that one day she's going to take over entirely. Just take over. I don't know how my husband's going to feel about that, but well, that's a problem for another day. Another issue I've begun to face, and you've probably already figured it out in this post right here, is my processing and communicating abilities. I can no longer find vocabulary for anything. I will be in the middle of something. I can't think of words. I can't remember quotes. I can't remember where I am in a sentence. So that was not a joke. Okay, right there. That was not a joke. I was not trying to prove a point. I don't even know what to do with myself. Last night when I was recording, I was trying to tell my kids something like, hey, you're going to do what they call in education a brain dump. It's just where everything you're thinking in your mind, you write it down about whatever this topic is or whatever the prompt is. I couldn't think of the phrase brain dump. So in the video, I said a dumping brainstorm. What? What is that? I don't know. But you know what? Did I re-record it? No, I did not. Are my kids going to get that this week? Yes, they are. I'm starting to talk like Ross on Friends. I can get through about 2 or 3 word phrases, but some of my videos, that's exactly what's happening. I'm like, then you're going to look at the main idea, right? Yeah. I don't even know what to do with that. What else? Last night I was recording and I love me some Zoom virtual backgrounds, okay? They have saved me. I will say that. Thank you, Zoom. I was in space, in outer space, and I was trying to be semi-witty, little engaging. And so I said something like, this is going to be, right? And I was going to quote Neil Armstrong. What is it? One small step for mankind.
No, one small step for man, one giant leap for
mankind. See, I still can't even think of it. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Seriously? This is how it went. You saw how it went just now. I know that quote. We all do, right? Last night I said, this is going to be one giant step, long pause, in the right direction. That's what I changed it to for my students because I couldn't think of it. Gone. See you later. Gone. Let's see what else. Parents. Like I said, I have some great parents. They're constantly checking on me. They ask things like, are you having to work more hours? Yeah, I am. I have to probably put in to get through stuff. We literally, it's not just me. This is not a poor planning issue, okay? We literally probably put in at least 16 to 18 hours a day. Minimal. Some days go longer because we can't get the technology to work right. But 16 to 18 hours a day, yeah, it's a little longer. Now, was I always at school late? Yeah, I was because I was already having to do stuff. But my late back then used to be 10 to 12 hour days. Not anymore. I work from home and I see my family less now and hang out with them less now than I did when I was driving to work every day. The sun? This is the first time I've been out of the house and I don't even know how long. Days upon days upon days. And I understand we're under quarantine. I get it. But some people say, why don't you step out, get a little sun on your skin? And I don't know if you noticed or not, I could use some sun. And to me, that's like a fairy tale. What do you mean step out of the house? I can't get out of the house. Some days I don't even know what temperature it is. People ask me what day of the week it is. That's got to be a joke. I don't know what day of the week it is. Literally, no idea. And then finally, for my dumping brainstorm here, I noticed this morning, it is Saturday. I do know that today because I had to get out to bring Ob to the emergency dentist, that I have one weekend outfit. And I wear this shirt now, apparently every weekend. It actually says weekend. I guess I do that so I know that it's the weekend. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do when it actually gets warm and stays warm. So the moral of this story is, I love my job. I love my kids. I love my own kids. I love my family. I love it all. But if you know a teacher and you're wondering, hey, how's it going? Barely hanging on by a thread. That might be how we would describe it. We're barely hanging on by a thread.